60 years homecoming.
Oh, wow. Hey, welcome to Yankee Homecoming 2017, the 60th anniversary. I'm Wynn Damon along with Richie Eaton. And Richie, we hear in the background, we hear the sirens going for the beginning of the parade.
Yeah, they're coming shortly. We should see them coming around the bend. And what a beautiful day for a parade, though. It's not too hot, no threat of rain. It's a nice day. It should be a good time today.
Well, it had a little bit of rain yesterday for the fireworks, but it was a pretty good show overall, wasn't it?
Oh, great display. Yeah, we lucked out too in that. The fireworks, they kind of maybe held off about 10 minutes before they shot them off. There was a little bit of a sprinkle, and the clouds were a little up, but the clouds lifted, and it just turned out to be a great display. The only problem we ran into all week long with the weather was yesterday afternoon around noontime. They had some rain during Maudsley Day, yeah. So some of those things were shuffled around. But that was about the only time. It's been great weather, so kudos to everybody for getting the good weather for everything. You know, Robin Johnson had a great week. She's really enjoyed it. I saw her earlier at the float judging this morning, and she's beaming. Everything went well, so It's been a good week.
And you had a chance to see the floats. Of course, you were on the judging of that, and I don't know if you want to tip any of the results yet, or wait till they come by.
Well, we'll wait till they come by. Keep the suspense up a little bit. But they had three prizes, 3 different floats, and they won the prizes, all local floats, and there was some good-looking ones there. Not too many this year. I think there were only about 10 floats out there.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was some unique work that they did with them, so people enjoy it when they see them come by.
Well,
a lot dealing with traditions.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of work, but they keep with the 60th anniversary tradition?
No, it was more or less traditions of tradition overall, not dealing as much with the homecoming traditions of anything. It was traditions on their own. Of their particular organization and how the tradition of what they do blends in with the traditions somewhat tied in with homecoming. You could really stretch it if you had to, but it dealt mostly with tradition.
Okay. Well, we are, the sirens are getting louder and louder, and what we'll probably do, like we've done in the past few years, is when all these trucks are coming by, we'll just be quiet.
Yes, I think that's the only way. No one's trying to talk over them.
Yeah. The one thing I just wanted to let folks know, and you know, the news has been out recently, is that I'm going over to what's called Joppa Radio, WJOP LP. It's at 96.3 FM, and I'll begin that coming up on Monday morning, as a matter of fact. I'll be doing the news. We're doing some interviews in the 8 o'clock hour, and looking forward to being back on the radio.
Great, and because that's part of Newburyport Community Media Hub, along with the PortMedia and that. So welcome aboard officially.
Well, thank you very much. Looking forward to it. We'll make maybe some changes, some adjustments there. The website is in the process of doing some upgrades. We'll be streaming the radio at some point, and that'll be a lot of fun. Every once in a while, they stream it on Channel 8, I think it is, on Comcast.
Yep.
So it's a lot of fun.
And what time will you be going on?
I'm going to start with the news at 6.
Okay.
I'm used to waking up then, so I may as well do the news at 6 o'clock.
All right.
People still wake up at 6, and you know, if my thought is if you have to be in Boston at 7:30 or so, well, it takes an hour just to drive in with the weather, with the traffic. So you got to be up and out. So we'll be there with the local news and then the local information. And my first guest tomorrow morning at the 8 o'clock hour, after we do the news, it's going to be Jack Bradshaw.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So, Jack was on the old WNBP radio back when he was a kid, I guess, over 50 years ago. So this will be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
All right, I think I'm seeing some flashing red lights ahead there, Wynn.
Yeah.
What makes the turn?
And one of the nice things about seeing all the traffic come by with the police and the fire and all that, you really get to see. Well, you get to see some of the new pieces of equipment. You get to see some of the older pieces of equipment too.
Yeah, that's right. There are some antique fire engines that come through at the time, and all of a sudden it's not all red anymore. We see some whites and some yellows. noise is coming, and it's. I have a lot of various reports. Some people pros and cons as far as the noise with the sirens. Some people like it, some people don't. I know they tried it one year without the sirens, and they got more complaints because they didn't blow the siren as they did when they did. So, there were going to be some kids are going to be scared and startled by it, but I guess it goes back with tradition again. But sometimes they are pretty loud, especially when they all come in at once.
Well, the good thing is that they aren't after us.
Yeah.
Or coming to our house.
Well, I remember one time when they had the Greek fire, the Greek church fire, which was the day of the parade. It was a lot of the fire engines in the parade actually got to the fire, helped the Newburyport Fire Department put the fire out. They were all participating, and we had to reroute the parade. That was interesting. I think that was the first year we were going to do the parade for cable, and they ended up going around the mall, and we got on the back side of the mall, but we got it to come on, but it was hectic. But fortunately, with all those extra fire engines there, they actually helped put the fire out. Well, I guess it's official. We're about ready to start.
That's right. So we'll let the vehicles take care of themselves here during the 2017 Yankee Homecoming Parade. So how many were there?
Well, I got as many as 36 fire engines, or 36 vehicles, put it that way.
Wow.
A lot of areas. It was Newburyport, Newbury, Durham, New Hampshire, West Newbury, Byfield. One out of New Hampshire, but it was a former Talmadge, New York fire truck. Then Merrimack, Mass, Amesbury, Salisbury. I'll keep quiet for a minute. They were down here, this motorcycle group was down here last night for the fireworks as well. So, Amesbury, Newburyport Police, a few others. Wakefield, but they were down covering the fireworks last night, assisting. So I don't know if you can see that going around doing their maneuvering. Yeah, Wakefield, Chelmsford, Newburyport, Andover, Arlington. Good job. So just continue back on. Somebody's a fire truck from Webster, Mass. Boston Fire Museum. Rowley, an old antique one with a Maine license plate. Kingston, New Hampshire. Northampton, New Hampshire. Groveland, Southampton, New Hampshire. Newton, New Hampshire, and then it had Hawley, H-A-W-L-E-Y. I have no idea where that's from. I couldn't see the license plate, but it said Hawley Fire Department. So,
yeah, I wasn't familiar with that.
No.
Never seen the motorcycles, the police motorcycles, do that little routine they did there.
I remember we used to see the midget when the Shriners would come out and do theirs with theirs, but this is the first I saw that. But yeah, they were down there, 8 of them were down there last night for the fireworks as well, and helped cover the area and everything.
A lot of those towns that were here with the police motorcycles, they were here for the road race on Tuesday night.
Oh, okay.
What they were doing is it looked like they were going down the middle of they were going down the middle of the roadway against the runners. I think keeping them over to the side, making sure they didn't spill over, because there was a line of traffic going on.
We were down Market Square, watched the road race in Market Square. I kept some old veteran cars. I'm no good at identifying which one they are. Sometimes you have the license plate that tells you what they are.
I'm out. How about that? Just reminds me about the car show, the Cruise in the 50s car show that's going to be happening in Newburyport. That's on the 17th. It's a Thursday night.
That's always a big attraction too.
Oh yeah. Thousands of people there, so you want to make sure you get there early. And the Transistors will be back too in Market Square, playing their 60s music.
All right, good old 60s.
Yeah. Now, this looks like an antique tow truck.
Tow truck, I would think so, yep. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, New Hampshire. It says Swampscott on it, but it's got a New Hampshire license plate now, though.
Yeah.
I love to see these old veterans. Look at the Jeeps. Ooh,
Now that's the type of Jeep I would like to drive. I always thought about that.
wow, yeah. Well, I bet these people have a lot of fun going parade to parade, show up the vehicles,
Oh yeah.
keep running. A lot of work.
Oh, a Willie's Jeep. How about that? Now this red car here, I can see you driving that, Richie.
Yeah.
You and Kathy?
Yeah, nice Sunday stroll, right?
Yeah.
Right. Boy, they look cool though. They really do.
Nice Ford.
Notice how they're all so shiny.
Yeah. Well, the folks with those cars, you know, they that's what they do. That's their hobby. They treat it with love and care.
And they love them and they take care of them, as you mentioned, love and care, right? But they always look so good. Because they don't have that much time to show off, except in parades, probably.
Yeah.
But it must be, is it a Chevy Bel Air? I thought it's a Chevy anyway, I think. Is it?
So,
Oh.
yeah, you're right. You had that a Bel Air.
Look at this one. That's a nice one. Maine. All right, this will get some music, hit the music and that.
Yeah.
That's pretty
back
unique.
back when cars sounded like cars.
Uh,
Now some of the electric cars, they want to make them have noise so they don't sneak up on people.
well, that's it. Yeah, they're so quiet. That's yeah. This is pretty good with the music. Yeah.
Nancy Roy's car
Yeah,
there.
Nancy's, yeah. Haley's. 66 Imperial Crown convertible. Yeah, Nancy, hang there. All right.
I think my father had a car like that one.
Is that right? Yeah.
Many, many years ago. It was interesting. I saw one of the signs said it was unrestored, one of those cars. So I guess that I remember there was an exhibit last year, Rex to Relics,
Yeah.
that they had out in front of the Newburyport 5-cent Savings Bank, as a matter of fact.
Unrestored. So it's all part of the original and
Yeah.
just kept, wow. That's what it is. Listen to that horn. Huh. It's traffic lights in front. Dancing on the thing. Huh. Because one advantage of doing the parade here with the high school, the marching division gets here a little closer. We're talking about possibly going back down to the reviewing stand to do the parade.
Uh-huh.
But after that, you know, once you get the motorized division, it's a lot longer wait for the marching division to get there. So here we got them a little closer. And they were supposed to shoot right off after the marching division, so we shouldn't have too much of a delay before we get the rest of them coming back.
And they aren't as tired.
Yeah, right. See, the advantage is when you're at the reviewing stand, a lot of times they'll get in a formation, they'll play 3 or 4, or at least 2 or 3 songs, but
Yeah.
you get some music. Here, you don't know, they may be in the middle of things and they don't know we're going to be here, so they'll just kind of keep going. So we don't get a chance to stop, because if you stop here, that creates gaps the rest of the way down the route.
Yeah.
But with the viewing stand, it gives the gaps a chance to get caught up with you, so they go right through there. Nice air. A couple of years ago, we were really dying in the heat, so it's not bad here today.
It's a beautiful day today. And talking about gaps, we have one currently in the parade. And, they try to keep them as close as they can.
Yeah, because now this is where the marching is. It's different when you're motorized, you can move a little faster too. But
Yeah.
the marchers should be coming. I don't think we'll be too far away.
No.
But yeah, it's been a great week right from the start. Saturday had the boats involved, and then because the art show at the Mall always goes on for a couple of days. The Greek Festival Friday, Saturday, and Sunday last week. Old Fashioned Sunday, Craft Day on Tuesday, and then the road race. Always a ton of people. Every time you look, it seems like more and more cars, and more and more people participating in the race. And you got the 5K and the 10K.
Then on Wednesday, it was the senior king and queen, but I think they rephrase
They changed it to volunteer now. In fact, what it was, they honored the senior volunteers plus the 2 high school volunteers as well. In fact, I got the book here. We can mention who they were.
Which was a nice touch to it.
Yeah, it changed to volunteers, and I got the high school winners here. Yeah, the high school youth was with Quinn Campbell and Annalise Keller, K-E-L-L-E-R. They're both seniors at Newburyport High School, and they were involved with a lot of things. Just to give you an idea, on this Quinn Campbell, she was involved with the Anna Jakes Hospital, the Newburyport Human Rights Commission, Friends of the Peace Wet Paint Auction, Jean Geiger Crisis Center Walk Against Domestic Violence, and as a frequent fundraiser for the Newburyport Education Foundation, as she works at Newburyport Youth Service. And as far as Annalise, in addition to volunteering in the Newburyport High School Environmental Club and Girls Inc., she was the founder and president of the Girls Forward Club at Newburyport High School, whose activities include supporting the Jean Geiger Crisis Center, Walk Against Domestic Violence, and raising awareness for women's involvement in science, technology, engineering, and math, the STEM program. So that's Annalise Keller and Quinn Campbell. Those are the high school ones. And for the senior volunteers, Kevin Hunt from was the king, and they still did call him the king and queen. And the queen was Barbara Dowd, so they were the king and queen. But like I say, it had a nice party up at the senior center, and so they were there. And they get presented with citations from Senator O'Connor Ives and Representative Kelcourse, and the Mayor Holliday gave them citations for recognizing them for their volunteer service.
Very nice.
So it was a good day, and so that'll be now consolidated, the youth and the seniors together.
One of the nice things about where the studio and the facility is located for Newburyport Community Media is that it's right in the senior center.
Yep, right.
And so I had a chance to, while I was up there, I had a chance to peek in the window, and they had a very nice setup over the table where all the activities are going to be taking place later on that afternoon.
Boy, it's a busy place. A lot going on there. I think it probably exceeded what they expected for so soon.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of activities go on there. A lot of organizations utilizing it.
I want to see what this pickleball thing is all about.
Yeah, we're going to be doing something with the cable on that too. We're trying to work something together, go out and learn a little about it. Then we're going to maybe start showing some of the pickleball games. It's interesting. I got a copy of the set of the rules and everything else. It's interesting, I'll tell you. So I'm looking forward to it. They do them Sundays at the Racket Club, and then one day a week they're doing it at the Bresnahan School. And another one is being done at the Perkins Playground. So it's just a matter of finding what times we can do it and coordinate it. But it's going to be fun. So we're actually going to be eventually televising some of those games, and and also use it as a training to get people involved with doing broadcasting of sporting events, stuff like that, and learning that.
That would be fantastic.
I don't know how they get pickleball as a name for it. I mean, it's like a wiffle ball. Looks like you're using a regular racket. But it's a combination of 3 different things, they say. But
is it a little bit like tennis?
It's played like tennis, but you have to hit the ball underhand.
Okay.
And on the serve, it has to bounce once before you can hit it back. And then when you return to the serve, it has to bounce once. Then after that, you can hit it in the air. You don't have to let it bounce after that. And it has to go into certain courts. And you only get a point when you serve. And if you lose the serve, the other person serves, then they can score a point that way. Games are usually 15. Sometimes they do 11. I don't know why, but they do.
Because they can.
And they can do teams as well. So it's but I don't know how the pickle. I have to find out. I've got James is his first name. Is involved with doing some of the training. Find out why it was called pickleball.
Oh.
But it's popular all over the place. A lot of people enjoying that now.
Yeah. So. Well, I think the pickleball courts can pop up in locations and doesn't take as much space as a playing field might.
Well, another thing out there too, we talk about out at the senior center is the bocce court. There's 2 bocce courts out there, and I've been going out with a group of us, about 4 of us, are going out on Wednesday mornings playing some bocce. That really picked up. I know we had the fundraising tournament the last couple of years down at Cashman Park, and bocce. I played the very first year we played that. We had fun with that, so they have that every year, and that's a good fundraiser. And so we got 2 courts up at the just outside by the patio at the senior center.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a busy place, the Newburyport Senior Community Center, and really the community part in there. That's a very busy aspect of the building as well, too.
As you mentioned, as far as the studio goes, if you look at the building, it's on the right-hand side. Just as you come in, the center entrance would be for the community center, but on the right-hand side there's a door there for the right for the community hub, Newburyport Community Media Hub.
Right. It'll say NCM Hub, formerly PortMedia, but it's NCM Hub, and yeah, everything is right there. Always looking for volunteers.
Yes.
And always looking for people to train as well too, and to do programs. A lot of good programs, and we'll work on stuff for the radio side too.
Yeah, and it's available. I mean, the equipment's there for people to use it. They can get trained on how to use it. You can go out and do your own programs, and that's how it starts. Yeah. You got to start somewhere, and you get the training and everything.
Now, do you remember when you first got involved?
Yeah, we started. I think it was originally we were going to do it. It was going to be a sports. We wanted to do a high school sports program. It was Al Mosier, myself, Ken Beaton, Jack Boren were the original ones, and then Bunky Royan got involved with us. Jack Foley was involved with the cable studio, and Kathy Isabel. Oh. And so we thought we were going to be doing a weekly sports show, which we eventually did. But as we get training, all of a sudden it got to. I remember it was in 1981, and Kathy said, "What about doing a football game?" So okay, we thought we were going to go out and watch them do a football game. So it was the Newburyport Ipswich football game. And we're up on top of the, I won't say we were on the roof, because once Al saw the roof, and there was no fence around, he said, I'm staying down below. So he stayed down by the entrance to the press box, and I'm on top of the press box. Kenny Beaton was on with me, and the way we had to do it was, at that time, when you turn the camera on, it activated the audio. So I had to, when Kenny turned it on, I'd point to Al, saying, you're on. Then when Al stopped talking, I point back to Ken, and Ken would shut it off, you know? But so we did that, and then we did the Thanksgiving Day game. And after that, the following year, they had a fence around the rail for us, and it evened off, so it wasn't slanted. And then eventually, about 5 or 6 years later, we got inside the press box. So we progressed along as we went along. So now we're inside the press box. But yeah, 81 is when we started covering the football games. But it was going to be a sports program, local sports. And we end up, one year we did it. We got the coaches on during the football season. But it got to the point after a while, it was kind of tough for them. They hustle out of practice, then they come down, and we had Newburyport, Triton. Because at that time, we covered Newburyport, Triton, Pentucket, and Ipswich. So it was a game of the week. It wasn't all just Newburyport. I think that's when I broke my streak of seeing all the Newburyport games, because I might have to do a Triton or Ipswich game or something like that. Then eventually Angie Perna took over Ipswich. Then the cable came in at Salisbury, so they ended up doing a lot of the Triton games. So we stuck with Newburyport. But yeah, it was 1981 when we started, and I went to football. Then eventually we expanded to basketball and hockey. We tried a track meet, and that didn't go too well. It was kind of tough. I'll have to laugh at that. Poor Bunky Royan. Bunky was a cameraman, and he had the camera doing the triple jump, and obviously here's this thump right next to it was the shot put landed about 5 feet away from him.
Oh, no.
And then he was doing something else, and he feels a javelin going over his head. He says, I don't think this is the sport for us. So we stopped that one, and then we did do a few field hockey. In fact, you did some field hockey games with
Yeah.
a couple of times we tried doing that, but you could understand the game. But it seemed to me it was all whistles, and the girls knew what was going on. We tried a tennis match. That wasn't, we had 3 matches going all at the same time with no scoreboard. You really couldn't tell what's going on there, so that wasn't very successful.
Yeah.
But we tried to cover them. This year we did our first lacrosse game. We hope next year to do more boys and girls lacrosse. And we usually do a soccer game, usually the Newburyport Pentucket play for ALS.
Oh,
and we
that's
do a
right
game
too.
for that.
Yeah.
So we've been doing that probably about the last 10 years ago. Steve Malenfant comes in and helps with that one. So try to cover as many sports as we can. The weather, you obviously dependent on the weather, but if we can get more volunteers, we can do more games. We try to get some kids from high school, but there doesn't seem to be the interest there. But it's a chance to learn something and make a good career for some people.
Oh, it certainly can be a career, and if it's not a career on the air, it might be a career behind the camera or administratively. Just so you understand the business. That works out really well.
Well, just think about Tom Pecorelli, my friend Tom Pecorelli, who unfortunately was killed on the 9/11 incident. But Tom was high school, and he was the cameraman for us about 6 years. And then he went on and worked for Fox TV.
Yeah.
And he got to be a pretty good position with Fox Sports and different shows like that. So he was involved quite a bit.
Yeah.
And he learned it all starting right out of the cable.
Well, my daughter didn't. Taylor, she was always playing sports in high school, but when she went to college, she got involved with the radio station there at Franklin Pierce and the television station as well. And now she works at NBC Boston.
Right. Good enough.
So yeah, it works out well. Just have to give it a shot.
Yeah, but you got to get your start somewhere, and it's out here available for you. All you do is get in touch with out of the studio, and people will be glad to show them how to do what they have to do, and you start creating your own shows.
That's right.
I hear music in the background.
Yeah, music is a good thing. Also, coming up, we're talking about PortMedia or Newburyport Community Media. Got to get used to that. It's hard to break habits.
Right.
What,
yeah.
In 1981, how many years ago was that? 35?
No, more than
36.
Yeah, 36. Yep.
36. So it's hard to break the habit. But one of the nice things about the radio that happened for me, I started in high school on my radio station, and then I went on in college. I was still doing the volunteer at that, and then I got into it full time at some point. But I remember doing college hockey games.
All right.
That's what I did.
Yeah, all right.
Nobody else could do it. Nobody else could keep up with the action. But I was able to figure out how to do it so it would sound good.
Yeah, good.
So.
Yeah, it was a kind of like a sports fantasy for me. I remember we used to, as a kid, watching the game when Kurt Gowdy was doing the Red Sox game.
Kurt Gowdy.
And pretend I was being Kurt Gowdy, and I'd turn the audio down and
Yeah.
do the game, or listen to Johnny Most. And it was a good way just to get involved with sports. I just enjoyed watching and pretend I was them.
Yeah.
And never thought we'd ever have the opportunity. They just did, but it came. And so anyway, I just had to mention about that very first game that we're going to do. We thought we were going to watch people from cable do the game, and she says, "All right, who's going to do the play-by-play?" We look, what? We're going to do it? We didn't know we were going to do it. And so that's when Kenny and Jack said, well, we'll do the camera. And Al said, having the voice of being on radio, and he, well, I'll do the play-by-play. I said, well, I'll do the color and stats, and that's how it started out.
Yeah. And you and I have been doing football together for how many years? 6 years?
I would say probably 6 years or so, yeah. We did, and it was great. We can do the simulcast with the radio and cable, which we continue to do now. We'll be able to continue to do so.
Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun. So looking forward to that.
And that had been a topic, everybody since with your news and the radio station and everything else, people can say, well, what's going to happen to win? What's going to happen with the football and everything else? So it's all coming together.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Well, one of the things I'd like to see happen on the radio side of things is maybe local musicians to get their music on the radio too.
Oh.
I know they've always been anxious to try to get their songs played on the radio, and it's a big feather in their cap.
Yeah.
So I'd like to do that with some music too.
Well, here comes a tradition. We see, I could just see in the background coming out to us. It's the Elliott, Woodworth, and Rogers antique hearse. And Paul Rogers out there usually passes out roses. It says in Lissy's going to be passing out 500 roses along the way.
Well.
I mean, like, I know that.
So he'll be coming along.
And he'll probably be sizing people up too. Hey, give me a call. So.
That'll be the last one to let you down.
Yeah. Haven't heard that one for a while.
Well, it looks like cruise is going back the other way now. It must be to get down the lead. But we can hear it. I think after the first thing, there are also going to be a couple of collections for the Jimmy Fund coming around. I think the LaCroix, Jason LaCroix is going to have a few volunteers passing the buckets for the Jimmy Fund, which has been a tradition back even before Yankee Homecoming, the old Jimmy Day Parade, they used to call it. Back in the late 50s, Sammy Howard and Joe Morse were involved with getting the parade going, and it was all for the Jimmy Fund. At that time, they used to go down Federal Street. I don't know why, but I always remember the Norman Prince Band was always there. They were out of Boston, good band, and they would seem to always, for some reason, always come to the Jimmy Day Parade.
Oh, wow.
And that was, and so Homecoming continued the tradition with the parade, and continued with the proceeds to be collected to go to the Jimmy Fund. And here comes the antique hearse with Paul Rogers.
I noticed this year he has some extra people out there hopping.
Yeah, but yeah, I got some people on both sides of the street passing out the roses.
Yeah. Yeah, the Jimmy Fund, the Red Sox have always been involved with the Jimmy Fund as well, too. And that was one of the times I had a chance to meet Ken Coleman when he was here.
Oh, all right.
He was the parade grand marshal one year, I think it was. So that was kind of fun.
Yeah, so here comes the sign now, and I see it does say the Jimmy Fund on it.
And that
Speaking
was
of Jimmy Fund, they got the PMC Challenge going on this weekend too.
Oh, really?
Where they expect to raise $48 million. Imagine that $48 million in this bicycle ride from the Cape to Boston. Wow. Yeah, and they said it's the biggest sports fundraising event in the country for one event. But they expect to raise $48 million.
Well, they really work at it, trying to raise funds. Talking about raising funds, Tom Hanshaw doing his thing with the Relay for Life in Amesbury.
That's right, yep.
Did a great job with that.
So here's,
that continues.
So there goes the hearse. And Yankee Homecoming, Jimmy Fund, we need your help. Hey, go Kathy. Yankees. Jennifer LaCroix carrying the sign, Jimmy Fund, we need your help. And there should be somebody coming along the sidelines collecting money. This time I'm prepared, I was ready for it to come.
Yeah. And of course they have their Yankee Homecoming shirt too.
Here you go.
Why don't you slide one over too? Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yankee Homecoming Parade.
So we start out with the veterans contingent. When I saw Kevin Hunt, the veterans director in Newburyport, Amesbury, and about 19 other towns, he was torn because he's got the crown for the volunteer.
That's right.
And he can't be in two places at once. So he's going to be doing that this year, being with the volunteers, and the veterans will have to move on their own.
Well, when I had that choice a few times before we would start doing the cable, I was looking, whichever one was riding, I'd go with that group. Did my share of walking in them, but if I get a chance to ride, but doing this is even easier. Veterans don't start wars, they end them. Yeah. So true. Just looking, I can see in the back on the vendors car going by to get some Yankee homecoming flags are selling also.
Oh, good.
I see the nice big Yankee homecoming flags down the street, so that's good. That used to be a crow to get the Al going with the vendors sometimes. They always come down just ready to do something right in front of the camera. Right in front of the camera. So this should be the Yankee homecoming chairperson, Robin Johnson and her family coming next. General chairman. She's done a great job. She's been involved in homecoming for quite a while, and I know she was looking forward to it. She was nervous.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's glad it's over, though. The thing is, it goes by so fast, you don't get a chance to enjoy it because you're so much involved with doing things, but when you get back after and start thinking about it, say, it was a good time.
Well, I remember having her on the radio. She was very enthused. Had a lot of folks on the radio talking about Yankee homecoming this year.
Following her was the Party Band. It's a jazz funk band from Lowell, Massachusetts, and they're following Robin.
I remember them from previous years. They were a lot of fun. That's one of the beauties of being the chairman, right? You pick your band.
Yeah. They almost remind me of the Tony Barry Band. Remember, Tony Barry was similar to that too. Yeah, Robin and her husband coming. Good job, Robin. How's it going?
It's going awesome.
It's been a great week.
Awesome week, great weather, wonderful weather we're having, and I hope everyone got out and enjoyed the wonderful fireworks we had last night.
Great show. Great show and a great week. Congratulations.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, Richard.
So Robin Johnson, this year's general chairperson. And here comes Mayor Donna Holliday.
Mayor Holiday, followed by, she's got her flower, so she got a rose. Followed by some of the members of the Newburyport City Council.
Yeah. There she is. Oh, thanks. Larry Shante, Ed Cameron. All right.
Eigenman.
Yeah.
Hey Ed, how you doing? Good to see you, Ed. How are
Media.
you? How are you doing?
Good to
Well,
here.
thank you very much.
Gary.
Barry Connell.
Vogel,
Bruce
Vogel,
Vogel,
and Councilor Sade. How you doing, Barry? All right. You get to stock us. All right. Here you go.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
Kathy's getting all the free stuff. So we have another honor guard coming along from the Essex County Sheriff's Office. Let's see if
Is that,
Sheriff Kevin Coppinger's in there.
was that the first one? Yeah. Yep. Honor Guard, Sheriff County, Essex County. And we have a couple of past general chairpersons coming. Hank Farmer or Lucian LaCroix walking.
Yeah. It's like one long social hour, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey Luke, how you doing, buddy?
Hey.
And we get some more riders and walkers. Hey Hank, how we doing?
Hey.
Okay, Norm Jutras,
Hey.
Jack Bradshaw,
Look at
Dave
them all.
Murray.
Yep.
Who else is in there? Is Jerry Dorr in there?
Yeah, Norm Jude, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have
How
Jack
you doing, Dave?
Bradshaw on the radio tomorrow. WJOP. Yeah, tomorrow at 8.
Oh, it's Cheryl Munich in there.
That's right. Hey.
Oh,
Nice.
we're tied up. We can't get out. Tied up. That didn't sound too good.
Tied in.
Tied
We'll
in.
I'll get Norm on. We'll
Yeah.
talk about. I was going to talk with him last week about Yankee homecoming stories, but we'll get him on.
There's the U.S. Coast Guard. And the Coast Guard's getting more and more involved with homecoming in the last few years. It's been great. I think a lot of credit goes
That's
to
right.
that.
They had the open house
get
on
them involved.
Thursday, right?
Yeah, open house. Then we put a cook on for them. Homecoming puts a cook on for them and their families. But they appreciate, they recognize the fact that, they recognize that Newburyport's the birthplace of Coast Guard, and they're getting more and more involved.
Volunteers and honor them. And there were like four of them.
All right, here
I'll
comes
tell
the
you,
senior.
they go out in the worst weather,
Here we talk about the senior volunteers of the year, Kevin Hunt and Barbara Dowd. Should be coming now in the convertible.
See the T-shirt with the Boys and Girls Club. They do a terrific job over there.
It's a great job, is right.
Yeah.
The king and queen of
Look at that.
Here's Kevin and Barbara.
Yeah.
Kevin, how you doing? Hey, Robin. Robin Blair in there with driving. Cheryl driving with Robin Blair. Kevin, good job.
I don't know if that crown is just right for him or not.
No, yeah. Yeah, at the ceremony Wednesday, you talk about he never thought of myself, but he says King Hunt sounds pretty good, doesn't it, Mayor? Speaking of Mayor, now we have some volunteers of the committee to elect Mayor Holiday.
They have a runoff in September from the primary.
Coming up next, we're in the Odd Fellows of Newburyport, including the Grand Master Dwight Lewis Crowe of the Grand Lodge of Massachusetts, the Grand Patriarch Charles Henry Teague III, the Grand Encampment of Massachusetts, and Colonel Charles Henry Teague Jr., President, and Department Commander of the Patriots Militant, Patriarchs Militant of Southern New England. Nice sound. This will be the Boston Windjammers, I think, sponsored by the Odd Fellows. They're a good group. All right. Yeah, so these will be the individuals we talked about. The Grand Master, Dwight Lewis Crowe.
Groups like the Odd Fellows, the Kiwanis, Lions Club, Rotary Club,
Change Club.
they all help the community so much. And they can all use your help, all need members.
As we mentioned, the second and third was Charles Henry Teague III and then Charles Henry Teague Jr. So the Teague's very much involved with the Odd Fellows of Newburyport.
Can't forget the Masons too.
Yeah, that's right. Look at all the badges on that one. That's Department Commander.
So coming up, we see the Lions Club I-Mobile.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, we talked about the Yankee Homecoming Road Race during the proceeds goes to the Lions Club eye research.
Millions and millions of dollars they've raised for eye research over the years. Just here in Newburyport. There's Russ. Oh, I hear guns.
Yeah, at least we see them ahead of time now. We know what's coming.
Hey, there's Frank Bertolino.
Hey, how we doing?
Talk about volunteering. Frank's everywhere.
Yeah, Lions. Good job they do. Good job. Free blood pressure, vision and hearing.
And they've really, the I-Mobile, they've saved people's lives, sights.
Oh, this rope here now. This is the U.S. submarine veterans from Marblehead memorial to the Thresher that went down first. It was a nuclear sub, and on that one was 143 people I think died in that, and one of them was Bob Sharon of Newburyport, and Sharon Drive is named after him, but he went down in the Thresher, a Newburyport resident, and it's a replica of the Thresher. So they like they're here every year. And just to show their appreciation and to keep the veterans in mind. This float coming up here now is the American Conception School Athletic Program, talking about a tradition of at IC, and this is the boys basketball team, 7th, 8th grade. They were the champions this year, and they actually had the second place float. They come in second place, and there's the Pelican in front, the IC Pelican. So that's the IC basketball team, and like I said, their float came in second place. Thank you.
That's great, the IC.
Thank you.
Coming up now is a float for State Representative Jim Kelcourse.
Yeah, I saw he was a separate representative of Kelcourse, so there's a lot of events, but he's also one of the beds for the bed race.
See Louis Rubenfeld on there. His nice Hawaiian shirt. There he is.
Hey, Louis, how you doing? Yeah, actually, we're all set. I didn't see Jim there. Could be tied up. I didn't see him there. Yeah.
I think that was Tom O'Brien in there helping put some candy out.
James Kelcourse just took a selfie. I got it.
Oh, here comes Jim now. James Kelcourse. There he is. There's a representative. I think he had to be around somewhere.
I was running a little bit late.
Did you get his selfie?
Yeah, maybe he'll take a selfie with us.
Hey, Jim. I was wondering where you were.
Hey, got my favorite tie on.
Oh, all right. Hey.
Oh, look at that.
Hey,
Hey,
see you guys.
hey.
Two of
Good
my
on you.
favorite people.
We'll get you on
That's
the
right.
radio.
I could not march in the parade without my Newbury
All right.
5 cent savings.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
We see you. Come here. Yeah. The back in school of Irish dance coming up.
I don't have one of those ties.
I will get you one. He's been asking for one. We got him one. He liked it. He had it on Sunday, for old-fashioned Sunday too. But I will get you one, Win.
So the Bracken School, they dance all over the place, don't they?
I love to watch them dance too. Especially when they have the dresses, the gown. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Irish dance.
And they usually make an appearance at the Link House Luncheon.
Right?
Ed Superin's driving school. He worked with the Whites for many years, and then when they retired, he
Yeah.
opened up his own.
I coached with Ed in the senior league for quite a few years.
Yep.
Hey Ed, how you doing?
Uh-oh.
Oh, here comes the wrestlers. Atlantic Pro
That was
Wrestlers.
my driving teacher.
They were quite the hit over at the Old Fashioned Sunday.
Yeah. There they go.
Oh my God, they're
Wow.
Last year they got over in the grass here and they did a little bout. I took my sandwich one year. I had a sandwich on the table. They're gone. I was gone. And I wasn't going to fight with them either. Hey, whatever you want.
Oh, careful.
Uh-oh, here he goes.
Uh-oh. Oh, turned him around.
He doesn't get it.
There's a lot of practice to fall right, though. You gotta
Oh,
make
it
sure they
certainly
fall right.
does.
Get a piece of trash out of here.
And you know, these, for all the mayhem they create, they raise some funds for some good
Exactly
causes,
right.
too.
Yep, they do. Good job.
There they go.
Atlantic Pro
Hey.
Wrestling. There's a van from Avita of Newburyport. Located up behind the hospital. Here's a group that's been in the parade for quite a few years, the Acton Minutemen. The Revolutionary War Musket Pipe and Drum Unit. They're sponsored by Starboard Galley, who always sponsors a unit in the parade.
And their golf tournament, Starboard
Yeah,
Galley,
they run the golf tournament every year.
the Monday.
That's quite an event. You get the golf tournament, then you get the boat cruise afterwards, catered by Starboard.
Yeah.
And they had a good turnout. I didn't see that one coming. Acton Minutemen. Now we have following that as a committee to elect Robert Cronin. From there. How you doing? How you doing?
Real good.
See ya.
Good to see you.
See ya.
Good to see see you.
Sometimes political races are good for Yankee homecoming, huh?
Yes. Yeah, always nice when it's a state election. More campaigners and more contributors to the parade.
Yeah. Oh, you got me on again.
See what we got coming here.
So these are the Girl Scouts.
Those are the
I
Girl
believe.
Scouts. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Still have to get those Girl Scout cookies whenever they come around.
Yankee your Girl Scout journey begins now. Girl Scouts of Eastern Mass. I still a Samoa fan. I think they've changed them different. They call them caramel delights now, but I love those, the Samoas. I think I know why they call them Samoa, because once you have some, you always want Samoa. But those are good.
They certainly are.
And then we have the committee to an open waterfront. With the cow on the vehicle there.
Because COW.
Yep,
Build
that's
it now.
that's an issue that is working its way out, working its way through.
Why there's a park there and not, you know, it's not flat with dirt and nothing. Because of these people.
It's gonna have the whole auto. Something they have to.
This is New Liberty Jazz Band coming up. A band that just has come by with a C&J.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, the wrestlers gave them T-shirts.
oh yes, yeah. Yeah, the New Liberty Jazz Band. To hear that, the jazz, you think of Dick Kaplan and all the work he did with Yankee Homecoming. Dick passed
yeah.
away. This is sponsored by the Newburyport 5, this group. But yeah, Dick Kaplan and John Battis and company, they
Yeah.
a fixture in Yankee Homecoming.
Oh, they had their own fire truck.
Yeah, with the Dalmatian on top. The New Liberty Jazz Band. This next float coming, it's the Newburyport Gridiron Club. It's a non-profit to benefit the Newburyport High School football program. And they actually came in third on the float. It's a tradition, talk about tradition of the Newburyport High School football. You know, football started back in the 1800s, late 1800s in Newburyport. Shows a tradition of football, and they got a bunch of the jerseys out there, and trying to raise funds to buy new equipment for the football team and the cost of helmets and everything else. So they try to raise funds, and so it's a Gridiron Club. Steve Lapham and John Weber involved there. We got some of the jerseys.
Yeah, I got a note from them. They're looking forward to hearing the games on the radio and the cable again. This is this year's current Mrs. Essex County, Megan Souza. Before you know it, Topsfield Fair is going to be back next month.
Yeah, gosh, I know it. Boy, where's the time gone? Already into August. Homecoming's over. What are these maybe? This is
In fact,
Junior King and Queen of Topsfield Fair.
on the board of directors is Lisa Colby from the Colby Farm for the Topsfield Fair.
Oh, all right. So that's the Junior King and Queen. We don't have their names here, so unfortunately we can't say who they are. But those are Junior King and Queen of Topsfield Fair. the van for newreport.com.
Yeah. Robert Bentley.
Who
are these clowns here?
It says Clowning for Kids Foundation.
Yeah.
It's a nonprofit formed to meet the needs of children, as well as to support associations for abused and neglected children, teen scholarships, charitable foundations, and other qualified organizations that help children. I don't know where they're located. It's the first time I've seen them in the parade, so I don't have any more information on that. But it's Clowns for Kids, K-I-D-Z Foundation. Oh, they're all dressed as the clowns. Yeah, it's
Well, that's
but I don't
neat.
have any information about it. It's too bad we didn't have any more information.
Keeping the clowning industry alive. That's good.
Hey, great
Oh,
day.
Yeah. How many
Colorful
clowns
bus.
can you put in a bus?
Yeah.
It's got an iPod there. Look at that.
Good job. I don't know anything about them.
Well,
Miles of Smiles.
had to figure that one out. Clowning for Kids, foundation.org. Nice. So coming up, we have the Miss Seabrook, Junior Miss Seabrook.
Little Miss Seabrook, Baby Girl Seabrook, and Baby Boy Seabrook.
Yeah. So
Isn't it
Jalen Morris, they just crowned her a couple of weeks ago.
Is that right?
Actually.
That's the Junior Miss. Yeah, Jalen Morse.
Oh, that would be,
Oh, no, that would be. It
Cadence.
says Junior Miss there, so that would
Yeah.
be Cadence Franklin. maybe.
Right, and
yeah.
Jalen Morris up
Yeah,
here.
they got them in a different order than what they listed here. Yeah. That was Junior Miss. And
Still, they, I remember they did that on a Saturday, I want to say 2 weeks ago, and then on the Sunday they did the Miss Seabrook.
all right, yeah, this is 2016 Miss Seabrook, Jalen Morse. This next group we're in, the Pelican Intervention Fund. It's marching to bring continued awareness to the opioids crisis and bring hope to those struggling with their family and their families. Help out, and they're starting to get a real good support there and doing a good job to try to help overcome the drug situation and the opioids. Pelican Intervention Fund out of Newburyport. Good job. So they're really doing a lot, and you can, boy, they got a good following here. They try to do as much as they can and make awareness of it, and raising funds, and it's a 12-step program. So it's the Pelican Intervention Fund.
You know, the Newburyport Police involved, you know, all the area police departments are helping out.
Dunkin' Donuts.
I saw a story the other day that Dunkin' Donuts thinking about changing their
Dropping
name.
the donut name? Yeah, just go
Yeah.
Dunkin' because they have it more than just donuts, but that's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
No, because there's Dunkin' jewelry, and after a while, people if they just see Dunkin', they're not know what it is. But I know I saw one time they talked about Dunkin' jewelry. I saw it happening. It's like $10,000. I said $10,000 for donuts, and I saw jewelry. And whoa, okay.
Yeah. Oh, so they're sponsoring this,
Yeah.
the Princeton Brigade Marching Band.
The Grand Old Flag. That makes you think of the old American Legion band out of Waltham. It's the music they used to play. located. So this is supposed to be Essex County Sportsmen's Association coming out. Yeah, I guess that would be it.
Well, yeah, you see the antlers up front?
Yeah. Yeah, Essex County Sportsmen's Association. All right, so many animals on back, yeah.
I bet that vehicle doesn't get much mileage.
Good. All right, here's a familiar group, the Aleppo Shriners.
These guys get mileage.
I wonder if they'll do a little maneuvering. Sometimes they maneuver with their vehicles.
Back when a car horn was a car horn.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Reminds me of Mr. Magoo.
Sounds like a sick duck. Quack, quack.
Road hog.
Here comes a lively group win.
Yeah.
Newport Youth Services. Looks like follow the Newport Youth Football and Cheerleading League. I don't know if they're all together or what. This looks like the football here. Newport Youth Football and Cheerleading. With the football helmet on top.
Did you ever coach any football?
I didn't coach any football, no. No. We did a few of their games on TV when they're playing, but no. Hey, how's it going? Yeah.
Future Clippers.
Yeah. And that's what they're trying to do is to, get the groups of now. Speaking of Clippers, congratulations to Ben Smolsky, the new Newport High School football coach. Well deserved. A local boy. It's going to be very good. He'll do a good job with the kids.
Yeah, he's been coaching for a while,
Yeah, he's been on the assistant for the last couple of years in Newport, but he's done the Saugus for quite a while, coaching with Saugus. And he'll do a good job.
I remember his dad talking about Saugus when we did some games down there.
Yeah.
He was a little torn.
Yeah. This is Katie's Tumbleweed, and their float was first place. I talked about the tradition of dancing, and they went on and they did 3 or 4 songs up at the float judging, and they danced to the songs and the music. And it's timeless tradition. Let's dance was the theme, which is also part of Yankee Homecoming, a timeless tradition. Coming up is the Unity on the River Youth and Family Ministry, their float. On the river in Amesbury.
Yeah, that's a church that really, they really have a terrific following.
Yeah, and they're talking about, there's the tradition of the rock and roll singers. They got a bunch of people dressed up as the rock and roll singers. Boy, they've done a good job with the tent this year. I noticed they got sandbags to hold it down. We're furious we had to hold it,
Oh, yeah.
with the wind. There's a staple in parade every year, Lee Speedway.
At Lee USA Speedway. Tell you, there's nothing like being in a race in person.
Oh yeah, I was at the NASCAR race recently up in New Hampshire. We went to that. We go to that every time. As long as I have my earphones, so the noise just drowns you out. It's weird, but it's good. We enjoy that. We go up every year. Yeah, Pete Falcone doing the PA up there.
Oh yeah.
This is Lee Speedway. Boy, so are midget cars. I don't know if they call them midgets or not, but that's what it looks like. Boy, built low to the ground, huh?
Oh yeah. It reminds me, Eddie McDonald, whose parents own the Lee Speedway. He's on the American Canadian tour. He's basically doing that full time.
Yeah, well, last 2 or 3 years, he was in the NASCAR race that was up there, but he wasn't in it this year.
Yeah.
But he had been in it the last 2 or 3 years. He used to drive car number 32. McFarland's Electrical. Usually they have one in the back that they charge up, and it's noisy as anything. I don't think anybody's in it now. That's good, so they won't be revving that up.
Oh yeah. Bob Watson used to do that. So in the coming up, I hear the nutmeg fife and drum.
Yeah. Out of Connecticut, I think. Prior to them, it's a Black Earth Organic Hollows. But the nutmeg fife and drum, they're here many years. Groton, Connecticut, they're from. Nutmeg fife and drum. There we got the Newport Youth Hockey team, Youth Hockey group coming through.
Hey, before you know it, the Bruins will be in camp.
Yeah.
I just had a few of them over in China with some hockey clinics. Now
There you go, Wayne.
Yeah. This looks like it might be fun, but it looks like it might be dangerous.
I definitely wouldn't want to be on the unicycle. The Cycling Murrays. See them playing music while they're going. That's pretty good.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I get the little one there.
Well, they kind of all look the same, don't they? And they got the same looks, the hair and all that. Look.
Look at that bike there. All right.
And they brought the baby with them too. That's fun.
Yeah. They look like they had fun too.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got coming up here now.
Yep, coming up, it's a group called Moms Demand Action. This is for gun sense.
Yeah, Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense.
So after the parade is done, they take down the Yankee homecoming flag, right?
Yeah, they go back to the mall. Hey, this year it was kind of interesting. Not only did they raise the Yankee homecoming flag, they raised the Coast Guard flag.
Oh.
Yeah, and there was a third one.
This is related group.
Yeah, because there were four. The U.S. flag was there, and we raised two. There was another flag there. I forgot what that one that was, but the Yankee homecoming flag and then the Coast Guard flag. There's four different spots there now, right at the mall. So the Coast Guard has their flag as well as Yankee homecoming. Yeah, I'm trying to think. The U.S. flag, maybe the state flag would have been the fourth one that's up there. Was already up there.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Responsible gun owners.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
But it's nice to have the Coast Guard represented there now too. So,
Yeah.
and like I said, the last couple of years they've really been involved. They look forward to it.
I'll have to get them on the radio, WJOP.
Yeah.
At 96.3. So.
All right, this is a float coming up here now out of West Newbury, and it's near North. It stands for New England Equine Rescue. New England Equine Rescue, West Newbury.
They do a nice job. They also help with, they had a live dog in there, or a live horse in there.
Donkey, yeah.
And, but they also help handicapped individuals
With some...
with rides and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting. Nice sound band coming up. The Northeast Italian Band, sponsored by Remax.
Now, did Remax have their balloon down at Family Day?
They usually do. I didn't get there yesterday, and I know I had something going on yesterday morning, so I couldn't make it there. But they usually do have their balloon there, if the weather permitting. And I know they did get some rain at noontime, but they usually do have it there. But I don't know this time.
They're out of the payroll balance
Get some music coming by.
That's a long way away.
Oh, the Academy of Martial Arts.
Yeah.
Guy Chase.
Here comes the theater workshop.
Very talented, nice place for outlet for kids to learn the theater business. Learn how to put on a little bit of a show. And talking about a little bit of a show, there's a show coming down the road.
Looks like a little bit of Elvis sighting coming on here.
We're live TV!
There we go, the theater workshop. I'm going to put on a little bit of a skit. That's okay.
Oh, there's a shark. He's ready for Shark Week.
Oh, all right. This Elvis, it's Joseph Nocera. He was involved with Old Fashioned Sunday also. I think he was up during homecoming, during Old Fashioned Sunday. But it's Joseph Nocera. Thank you very much. Never gets stale, does it? Elvis music.
No, it doesn't. There you go. Here's some Miss Hampton Beach.
Yeah. Maybe we've got Pioneer League coming through.
Future big leaguers.
Yeah. Come a long way.
And this is the winner of the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah. Welcome, Matt. The name of the group. That's getting very popular. Battle of the Bands gets more and more competitors every year.
It's the Welcome Matt Band with one T.
Yeah. And rounding out the parade is some of the many Yankee homecoming volunteers for 2017. And over 100 volunteers, more than that, just about every year. A lot of enthusiasm, a lot of work to get this done. Michael, how you doing?
Hey,
Fun.
and they start tomorrow, right? For
Get ready for next year.
that's right.
How you doing?
Hey, hey.
Hey, begin. Yeah, that is it. No, the end sign this year. Usually, I think we used to have a sign that said the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Another good parade.
Yeah, beautiful parade.
Moves
Yeah.
right along. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That is it.
Usually the DPW comes last.
Yeah, so I think that is definitely it for the year. Win another fine Yankee homecoming soon to come to an end. Great weather, great events, a lot of participation, and as you say, already start working on next year.
That's right. Now I can't remember. Do they know who's going to be next, or do they not announce it?
It's usually announced probably within the next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What they usually do is have a breakup dinner, and then they announce it at the breakup dinner.
Yeah. And tonight, entertainment down at the waterfront, or is that it?
I think that's it. I don't know if I don't think there's a concert tonight going on. I will check.
I don't
think there is
not,
on the last
so, yeah.
one. I think the parade, then they'll take the flag down.
Yeah.
That is it. Yeah.
All right. But
Yep.
anyway, it was a lot of fun. Yankee homecoming. Very memorable this year.
It was a good year as always.
Only 45 minutes.
It goes fast. Yeah. Closing ceremonies. That is. Yeah. Nothing there. It says, "See you next year." Yeah. And it was a good time. A good year. Congratulations to Robin Johnson and her staff and committee for doing a great job.
That's right. So they did a terrific job. Well, again, I want to thank everybody for watching us on the channel today. Newburyport Community Media Hub. Newburyport Community Media Hub. And, yeah, we'll need that written up. So looking forward to that. Also looking forward to being on the radio tomorrow. WJOP LP. That's 96.3.
Yeah,
and
good luck.
That'll be good. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And Richie, thank you again for,
Always a pleasure.
for being here.
Hey, a lot of fun.
All
Looking forward to more football games with you this fall too.
That's a month away.
Yep.
It is a month away. All right. Well, again, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.